Please stay standing for the singing of the National Anthem of the United States of America, sung by Mr. Tommy Glass.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Welcome, everyone. We will begin today's ceremony with an invocation by Dr. Susan Smith Cunneen, Professor of Sociology and Criminal Justice.
Dear Lord, we are here together, a glorious mixture of faiths, backgrounds, and experiences from all parts of the world, all of us asking for your blessing on this special day. We stand before you with hearts full of hope and gratitude. Hope that you will help us find the courage to embrace the new lives that await us and to live them with gusto. And hope that you will help us find the grace and humility to live with open hearts, open minds, and a generosity of spirit. May we always be willing to listen and to learn and to give. Our hearts are full of gratitude, too, as we reflect on your many blessings and all those experiences and people who enabled us to be here today. We are grateful for the love, the support, and the many sacrifices made on our behalf. We thank you for the leadership of our former president, the Reverend Dennis Deese, and for our new president, Dr. Julie Sullivan. As our graduates and retirees leave the loving arms of this university, Lord, we ask that you guide us in fulfilling our mission to be wise, skillful, and moral people, living and working to promote the common good. And to our university, we each acknowledge, in the words of the Ghanaian Jamaican-American poet Kwame Dawes in his poem Inheritance, I carry the weight of your shadow always. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Smith Cunneen. My greetings to all graduates, family, guests, faculty and staff, administrators. I am very pleased to be with you this afternoon. I am Dr. Susan Huber, Executive Vice President and Provost. At this time, I would like to introduce to you the members of the platform party behind me. Starting from my left and your right, our distinguished guests are Dr. Christy Bunton, Associate Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Michael Jordan, Associate Vice President for Undergraduate Studies and Academic Advisement. Dr. Mark Salisbury, Dean of the College of Education, Leadership, and Counseling. Father John Malone, Vice President for Mission. Dr. Terry Langan, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Mr. Mark Vansgaard, Vice President for Business Affairs and Chief Financial Officer. Dr. Tom Connery, Professor of Communication and Journalism. Father Dennis Deese, it sounds like he needs no introduction. President Emeritus and member of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Lee Anderson, Chairman of API Group, Incorporated, and member of the Board of Trustees. Mr. John Allen, Chief Executive Officer, Industrial Equities, LLP, and member of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Susan Smith-Canine, Professor of Sociology and Criminal Justice. Dr. Julie Sullivan, President of the University. Mr. Dan Buettner, National Geographic Fellow and New York Times bestselling author. Ms. Emily Kindlespire, member of the class of 2014. Ms. Aimee Petra, President of the Alumni Association. Dr. Christopher Puto, Dean of the Opus College of Business. Dr. Donald Weinkoff, Dean of the School of Engineering. Dr. Barbara Schenk, Dean of the School of Social Work. Ms. Sarah Gross-Mettner, General Counsel and Chief Human Resources Officer. Dr. Jane Canny, Vice President for Student Affairs. At this time, I would also like to recognize the faculty present. I want to thank them for the dedication they've shown to our students and to the mission of the university. Faculty, please rise so we can recognize you. It is now my privilege to present to you the President of the University, Dr. Julie Sullivan, who will give welcome remarks and introduce the senior class gift presenters.
Father Deese, Mr. Buettner, Mr. Anderson, Mr. Allen, Dr. Huber, Dr. Smith-Canine, graduates, and honored guests. It is my pleasure to offer my congratulations to the 1,265 students on whom we will confer bachelor's degrees this afternoon. We share your joy on this occasion, and we proudly call you St. Thomas alumni. We hope you are going forth on the next leg of your journey with a St. Thomas education that has been challenging and stimulating and has prepared you well to make a positive difference in the organizations and the communities of which you will become a part. You will be going forth today to join what will be over 100,000 living Tommy alumni at the conclusion of our last commencement ceremony this evening. Having met with many of these alumni in the Twin Cities and throughout the United States this year, I can tell you that this is the most loyal and supportive alumni network I have ever encountered. Our Tommy alumni are proud of their university and they're proud of their education. Your fellow Tommies will be there for you, and I know you for them for the rest of your lives, a life which I hope will be extended significantly after listening to our speaker today. But you are a part of the Tommy family. You are now going to assume a different role in the Tommy family, but you will always be a beloved member of our Tommy family. And we wish you the best in all of your ventures in the years ahead. At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Kirsten Larson and Mr. Matthew Rittentrop, who will present the senior class gift.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kirsten Larson, and I'm joined by Matt Rippentrop, and we are representing the Senior Class Gift Committee this year. The tradition of seniors giving a class gift to the university upon graduation started in 1926 and has continued ever since. This committee was created to collectively encourage our class to support the class of 2014 endowed scholarship. The members of this committee are Neil Anderson, Laura Appleton, Kelsey Ahrens, Evan Babacool, Abigail Baer, Max Bishman, Devin Bratz, Jasmine Brattensburg, Melissa Bringold, Lauren Bullard, Emily Clark, Jennifer Deal, Jackie DeStache, Neil Edgar, Erica Elhert, Lindsay Goodwin, Lizzie Gross, Sam Grover, Hannah Hanlon, Kelly Higgins, Mara Hinken, Megan Hoffman, Lauren Johnson, Timothy Johnstad, Katie Katerlick, Monica Kluender, Logan Knapp, Madeline Cruiser, Carly LeClaire, Jen Littlejohn, Nicole Lovolt, Ann Mackin,
Sarah McNamara, Brandon Miranda, Sam Moulton, Elizabeth Murphy, Rachel Murray, Emily Nelson, Ryan Nolan, Emily O'Connell, Bailey Otis, Maya Peters, Brad Plombaum, Mackenzie Polachek, Renitha Rajaratnam, Angela Richard, Emma Rudd, Tom Roos, Kristen Simon, Rachel Stock, Aaron Swell, Eric Tangwall, Haley Trace, Amy Turek, Mara Walsh, Mackenzie Welch, Grace Williams, Aaron Winshittle, Anna Wright, Rachel Wright, Bonnie Wu, Whitney Zachman, and Haley Zajac. This year, the committee, along with our senior classmates, voted to establish a scholarship to support future middle-income students. Each year, the senior class gift emphasizes participation among the seniors rather than a monetary goal. We are proud to announce that the class of 2014 has achieved 55% participation to date. This means over 690 seniors have contributed to our class scholarship or another university purpose. With the help of our classmates, parents, alumni, and the Old Guard, we have raised more than $32,000 for the class of 2014 endowed scholarship. We invite you to find the names of seniors who participated by making a gift this fiscal year on the welcome sheet. Seniors who have given to the class of 2014 scholarship are recognized with a lapel pin on their commencement gown. We would also like to personally thank you for your support and generosity. If you have not given to the senior class and would like to, there are still means to do so. Contributions for this fiscal year will be accepted through June 30th, and every gift makes a difference. Seniors, as we join the alumni community today, we encourage you to continue to give back your time, talent, and treasure to the St. Thomas community. On behalf of the entire Senior Class Gift Committee, we would like to now present our class gift to Dr. Sullivan. Congratulations, class of 2014.
And thank you, class of 2014.
It is now my honor to introduce Ms. Emily Kindlespire, who will give the senior class address.
According to a recent study, 6.7% of the world's population has a college education. As we cross this stage today, we become part of this privileged, educated minority. But how did we get here? Who has led us to these seats? We are all here today because someone else, hundreds of people even, have invested in us. In fact, we owe our very existence to 2 biological parents and a woman's decision to carry us to term. Not to mention the caregivers who woke up to feed us every few hours the first months of our lives, who showed us how to tie our shoes and write our names, the 3rd grade teachers who introduced us to multiplication, the coaches and mentors who helped us discover and foster our passions, and, most recently, our advisors and professors who dedicate their days and evenings to educating us. Even people we will never meet have given much of their lives for us, like the farmers who remain in a constant state of debt in order to supply us with food, the migrant workers who harvest the fruits and vegetables we eat, the workers both here and abroad who are exploited so that we can have a constant supply of cheap consumer goods. And even after centuries of exploitation, the earth continues to give us the most. We are here today because of the generosity of others, including the people behind the scenes who are rarely recognized, like the St. Thomas staff who take out our garbage, clean our classrooms, and make sure our bathrooms are fully stocked. They show us there is no such thing as a self-made woman or a self-made man. Instead, we are the product of the time, energy, and kindness of others. In turn, we have an obligation to give of ourselves. Our diploma is not simply a piece of paper, it is a contract. It demands that what the world has invested in us, we must in turn give back. One of the greatest tragedies of our American society is that we are manipulated into believing we are independent people. This, of course, is untrue. We are innately social creatures who are interdependent. We can try to deny our reliance on others, but when we do, our denial is at someone else's expense. The narrative we are told from a young age is that our success depends on focusing solely on ourselves. The story goes something like this. I go to college so that I can get an education, so I can have a career, and I can make a lot of money. So I can buy a fancy house, and I can buy a fancy car, and I can fill it with a lot of stuff. If I want to, I can get married, and I can have children, and I can give them lots of stuff too. If this is truly what success is, who will care for people without the support systems like the ones we've had? Thinking about success in this way allows us to exclude and ignore billions of people. We blame their lack of success on their own failure, and not how we have failed them. Those who are disadvantaged are often told and retold that education is the best, most long-lasting way to combat inequality and reduce poverty. However, we separate this education from the one we just received instead of seeing education for what it is, a unifying force to solve issues that affect us all. Higher education doesn't mean we have all the answers. Rather, it means we have more opportunities and more influence. We should turn our education into something beneficial for the whole world, not solely for our own gain. Our voice is louder because of this educational privilege, and we should use our voice to lift others up and work on behalf of the common good. We can use our voice to be kind and to be of service to others through tutoring kids at a local school or cleaning up neighborhood parks. We can adopt a grandparent and educate ourselves on issues that affect our communities. We can demand a living wage for all people because there's no dignity in treating people as a means to an economic end. I challenge us to continue to live out our university's mission statement, which implores us to be morally responsible leaders who think critically, act wisely, and work skillfully to advance the common good. I know these words will continue to shape my future as I head down the ambiguous road less traveled. I hope they shape yours as well as you move on to become teachers, engaged citizens, activists, community builders, dreamers, and perhaps most importantly, people who have the means, ability, privilege, advantage, and responsibility to change the world. Graduating from college is a huge accomplishment. I am overwhelmed with many emotions standing before you today. We should be excited, we should be proud of this moment. But we need to remember we didn't do this alone. We need to remember those who have invested in us and those who work behind the scenes. We need to remember we are among the 6.7% with a college education. We need to remember the responsibility that comes with the privilege of having a louder voice. Be passionate, be engaged, be grateful, be present. The possibilities are endless, and our impact can be limitless. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kindlespire. Well done. At this time, I would like to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Dan Buettner. Alumnus Dan Buettner is an internationally recognized researcher, explorer, New York Times best-selling author, and National Geographic Fellow. He founded Blue Zones, a company that puts the world's best practices in longevity and well-being to work in people's lives. Buettner's colossal research effort, funded in part by the National Geographic Expeditions Council and the National Institute on Aging, has taken him from Costa Rica to Italy to Japan and beyond. He has discovered that the way people interact with each other, nourish their bodies, and view the world impacts the extent and quality of their lives. Buettner's National Geographic cover story on longevity, The Secrets of Living Longer, was one of the magazine's top-selling issues in history, and it made him a finalist for a National Magazine Award. His books, The Blue Zones, Lessons for Living Longer from the People Who've Lived the Longest, and Finding Happiness the Blue Zones Way, appeared on many bestseller lists and were both featured on Oprah. In 2009, Buettner and his partner, AARP, applied principles of the Blue Zones to Albert Lea, Minnesota, and successfully raised life expectancy and lowered healthcare costs by some 40%. He's currently working with Healthways to implement the program in the beach cities of Los Angeles and the entire state of Iowa. Their strategy focuses on optimizing the health environment instead of individual behavior change. Writing in Newsweek, Harvard University's Walter Willett called the results stunning. Buettner has written for Outside, Life, and National Geographic magazines, and has been profiled in People, the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, Sports Illustrated, the Washington Post, and USA Today. He also holds 3 world records in distance cycling and has won an Emmy Award for television production. Dan received his Bachelor of Arts in 1983 from the University of St. Thomas in Business and Spanish, and was awarded the Distinguished Alumnus Award from the University of St. Thomas Alumni Association in 2008. Please welcome Mr. Dan Buettner.
Wow, this is so cool. Dr. Sullivan, trustees, distinguished faculty and staff, Father Malone, who I think is the only professor who not only survived me at St. Thomas, but is still here 31 years later. And of course, you guys, arguably the greatest graduating class in the history of this institution. I come from a St. Thomas family. My father, Roger, my mother, Dolly, who's sitting down there, my 2 brothers, all graduated from St. Thomas. In fact, my brother Tony was more or less kicked out in 1984 with a .7 GPA and came back in 2005 to graduate magna cum laude. So, I'm very proud of him. So our family ties to St. Thomas go very deep, and so do our financial loans. So 10,363 days ago, I was sitting where you were when I graduated, and most of my fellow graduates, about 400 of them, were striking off to do useful and productive things with their lives. I struck off and went bike riding. I pedaled my bicycle from Prudhoe Bay, Alaska to Tierra del Fuego, Argentina, 15,536 miles, and set a Guinness World Record, which I know might sound impressive, but those of you who paid attention in geography class, you know it's all downhill. So when I came back, I was honored. I was invited to Cub Scout Pack 183, where I received my Webelos Award, to do a slide presentation. And I was setting up ahead of time, and this young Cub Scout came up to me ahead of time. I still remember his name. His name was Jamie Barger. He comes up to me ahead of time, and he looks up to me, and he says, "Hey, mister, are you the man who did that long bicycle ride?" And I looked down at Jamie, and I saw his blue and gold tie and his freshly scrubbed face, and I got this surge of pride. I remember the days when I was a Cub Scout, and I used to look up to the adults, the amateur archaeologists and bird watchers, et cetera, who came and spoke to us. And now I was there, and I kind of stuck my chest out, and I said, "Yes, son, I certainly am." And he looked back at me, all starry-eyed, and said, "Boy, you must be some kind of a weirdo." Then he turned and ran away. Well, of course, Jamie was more or less right, because at the same time I was riding my bike, my fellow graduates were off climbing the corporate food chain at Cargill and 3M and General Mills, and continuing to do useful and productive things with their lives. And I continued to veer from the straight and narrow. And Jamie's remark, quite honestly, was kind of devastating, because it's hard to veer from the straight and narrow, especially at that age. But it turns out I went off to bike across 3 more continents, do 17 expeditions, become somewhat of a successful writer, and make it to the podium here today. So it worked. Most of these commencement speeches unfold the same way. I actually did my homework a little bit. I looked at the 20 top commencement addresses of all time, and they all kind of unfold the same way. You get some huge celebrity or some low-grade celebrity who tries to establish their credibility, says you guys are great, and then dispenses wisdom. And I'm going to break the mold a little bit. For about a dozen years, I studied the people in the world who are measurably most successful. I traveled to 5 continents to find the demographically confirmed areas where people live the longest and the statistically confirmed populations where people are happiest. These are not just subjective, they're very objective measures. And I want to convey some of their lessons rather than my own lessons. So when you look at these populations, none of them have ever tried to live a long time. There's no centenarian that says when they're 50, I'm going to get on a longevity diet and live to 100. Or I'm going to get a Stairmaster in my basement. None of these happy people try to be happy. It ensues. It's not pursued, it ensues. Something called the Danish twin study established that only 20% of how long the average person lives is dictated by genes. The other 80% is lifestyle and environment. Happiness is even more driven by genes. About 40% of how long or how happy you are or how glum you are is driven by genes. That was actually determined by the Minnesota twin study, University of Minnesota twin study. About 20% of how happy you are is dictated by life circumstances. It's very hard to be happy if you are chronically depressed or you're suffering from crippling pain or you're a Johnny. Some things never change. 40% of your happiness is really up to you. So the point is how long you live and how good that journey is. At least some of it, in many cases, most of it is up to you. So what can you do to stack the cards in your deck stack the decks in your favor so you'll live longer and happier? Well, I'll tell you what doesn't work. Diets don't work, exercise programs don't work, behavior modification by and large doesn't work, this hocus pocus, positive psychology largely doesn't work. They're all successful in the short run, but they're miserable failures in the long run. What you can do is either live in the right environment or shape your own environment. It's a different way of looking at health and happiness rather than individual responsibility. No, it's where you live. If happiness were a cake recipe, there are a few simple ingredients. An important ingredient is that you have meaningful work. You have to make enough money. You need enough money for food and shelter, some mobility, some education. But you only need about $75,000 a year. Daniel Kahneman, a Nobel Prize-winning psychologist. The sweet spot for income is between $75,000 and about $95,000. More money than that does not buy any more day-to-day, moment-to-moment happiness. You might think more of yourself if you're making more, but you actually won't be happier day-to-day. Who you marry is hugely important. It could be 90% of your happiness or lack thereof. Have a feeling that you're giving something back. Very important. But the biggest ingredient, the flour to that cake, the statistically most significant variable in the happiness question is where you live. As a 22-year-old living in America, you will move on average 9.5 times in your life. We know that when you take Moldavians, who are among the least happy people in the world, they're part of the old Soviet bloc, Eastern Europe, if you move them to happy Denmark, whether they are doctors, lawyers, or sweeping the streets, within 1 year, they're reporting the level of their adopted home. So the lesson here is as you're graduating and striking off into the world, that you think about where you're living. Minnesota is a very happy place to live. In 2013, the students who graduated, 80% of them stayed right here. But before you get on that Sisyphean treadmill of a job, a marriage, and a mortgage, you might think about exploring other parts of the world that might speak better to your individual passions, your individual abilities, and your individual values. Now's a great time. There's no pill, there's no genetic therapy, there's no hormone that can help you live longer or be happier, but we know that friends have a huge impact. If your 3 best friends are obese, there is a 155% better chance that you'll be overweight if your friends are obese, if your 3 best friends. If your friends do drugs or drink too much, there's about a 70% better chance that you'll do drugs and drink too much. Even unhappiness and loneliness are contagious. So I wouldn't necessarily tell you to dump your old friends, or maybe some of them. I will tell you who you're spending your time with has an enormous impact. Do your friends feel crazy about life, hungry for more knowledge? Do they want to hike across the Himalayas or sail across the Caribbean? Or are they the type of people who sit around and watch reruns of Leave It to Beaver and eat Doritos on the couch? The people you choose to be in your circle of 5 friends tend to be long-term adventures and have a measurable impact on your longevity and happiness, so choose carefully. Finally, Joseph Campbell has advised college students for several generations now to follow your bliss. I actually disagree with him. I actually think you should follow your ikigai. So you're probably saying to yourself, well, what is ikigai? No, it's not the creepy guy sitting at the end of the bar at Tiff's. Ikigai is an Okinawan word. By the way, Okinawans are the longest lived people on the planet. They live about a decade longer than the rest of us. And they do not even have a word for retirement. Instead, this ikigai, this sense of purpose, this reason for which I wake up in the morning, and imbues their entire adult life from age 20 to age 120. And they know it at the tip of their tongue. Of course, it's important that you follow your passions. And incidentally, from henceforth, you'll probably spend most of your waking life at work. So it's really important to get that right, to follow your passions more than trying to chase the myth of financial security. But when you think about it, the people we admire the most, the Jesus Christ and the Buddhas and the Gandhis and the Martin Luther King and the Nelson Mandela, those people didn't careen through life following their bliss. Those people knew their duty, and their lives were infused with that duty, and that's what we end up admiring. So it's really important at this point to get very clear on what am I good at? What are my values? What do I love to do? And to find a non-work outlet for that. We know that altruism, and I just heard 55% of you obviously are infused with that sensibility already, but altruism is addictive. It's as addictive as sugar and crack cocaine. It stimulates the exact same neurotransmitters as drugs do. We also know worldwide that volunteers weigh less, they have lower health care costs, they're less likely to die of a chronic disease, and they're about 30% happier than non-volunteers throughout the world. So you already have the right idea. So I asked my father, who graduated from this institution about a half a century ago, if he had any advice for the class of 2014, and he snapped back, yes. Tell them to get a job so they can pay for my Social Security. Well, since I'm still paying for my dad's Social Security, I have some other advice. Number one, take some time this year and travel. See if there's a place that really speaks to your passions in life. Number two, take an inventory of your friends, your 5 closest friends. And number 3, really be able to articulate your ikigai. Know your sense of purpose beyond just going on to your career. If you know that purpose clearly, I'll tell you, it's an anchor during difficult times, and it makes day-to-day decisions so much easier. So know that ikigai. And if at some point along the way, some kid comes up and calls you a weirdo, know that it might be a compliment. Thank you very much. Congratulations, class of 2014. I love you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Buettner, for your inspirational words of wisdom and your good advice. At this point in the ceremony, we will begin the presentation of candidates for degrees. Dr. Michael Jordan, Associate Vice President for Undergraduate Studies and Academic Advisement, and Dr. Christy Bunton, Associate Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, will present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees. Dr. Jordan.
I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts. Patrick T. Ablay. Ashley Adams. Samuel J. Adams, cum laude. Cole D. Aden. Ryan Adorjan. Grace Akbor. Chase Aho. Anthony S. Aiello. Sarah J. Almunier. Alexander J. Alders. Matthew N. Allen. Rebecca P. Allen. Brighton L. Altimos. Kurt S. Altrichter. Doug M. Alverson. Richard S. Amundsen, cum laude. Nicholas J. Ackerson. Benjamin P. Anderson. Chloe J. Anderson. Drew W. Anderson, cum laude. Joseph M. Anderson. Joseph P. Anderson. Madeline M. Anderson, magna cum laude. Neil R. Anderson. Quinn Andreessen. Jenna C. Anthony. Laura A. Appleton. Kelsey L. Arens, magna cum laude. Matthew K. Arlene. Lisa Antonea Armendariz, magna cum laude. Mariah C. Armstrong, cum laude. Andre L. Arnett, cum laude. Thomas R. Asp, magna cum laude. Christina S. Adderholt, magna cum laude. Jock R. Audette. Cara M. Audette, cum laude. Demi R. Augustine, cum laude. Trevor D. Austin, magna cum laude. David T. Aversa. Ryan J. Iyer. Evan M. Babakul, magna cum laude. Lauren L. Bachmeyer. Matthew M. Baer. Abigail E. Beyer, magna cum laude. Samantha J. Baker. Christopher D. Baldwin. Matthew J. Ballone. Philip Ballock. Travis C. Bankin, magna cum laude. Brianna K. Bears. Nicholas J. Barker. Jessica M. Barton, cum laude. Rachel M. Barton. Amy C. Bausenberger. Jacob J. Bear, cum laude. Matthew L. Berth, magna cum laude. Abigail R. Becker, magna cum laude. Michael J. Becker. Tracy M. Becker. Max Baina. Maria L. Beldy. Andrew C. Benson. Blake L. Benson. Alicia L. Berg. Eric A. Berghoff. Alexander W. Bernhardt. Kristen E. Bernstein. Nathaniel A. Besky, cum laude. Talon Beck. Gregory N. Buning. Jordan H. Byer. Jesselyn Bialki. Allison M. Bienick. Brian R. Bilodeau, magna cum laude. Gregory S. Billion, cum laude. Najim A. Binbreck. Nathaniel R. Benversi. William O. Bio. Andrea M. Bishop. Mitchell Blackie. Charles M. Blansky. Daniel G. Blattner. Sujata G. Berg. Mary S. Bocock, cum laude. Joshua T. Bull, magna cum laude. Brian W. Bojan, cum laude. Sally C. Boland. Nicholas R. Bonnewell. Blake D. Bordson. Caitlin S. Boss. James P. Bott, cum laude. Taylor B. Bottleson. Jake A. Borassa. Kathleen A. Bowen. Risa E. Boyce. Thomas M. Boyce. Jonathan E. Boyd. Sebastian S. Boyle Mejia. Haley K. Braden. Peter J. Branstead, cum laude. Jasmine E. Brattensburg. Nicholas M. Brownig. Mary E. Breiter, cum laude. Maxwell J. Bishman, cum laude. Paige M. Brimmeyer. Melissa A. Bringold, summa cum laude. Anthony R. Brink. Kelsey A. Broadwell, cum laude. Emily R. Brom. Brett A. Bronis. Aaron E. Brown, cum laude. Andrea E. Brown. James M. Brown. Jason M. Brown. Stacy L. Brown, cum laude. Derek R. Buddy. Jessica M. View. Lauren E. Bullard. Spencer Brendel. Peyton L. Berger, summa cum laude. Peter C. Burke. Madeline A. Bush, magna cum laude. David T. Kahn. Michael A. Kahanas. Lucas A. Campbell. Joshua R. Carey. Camille E. Carson, magna cum laude. Elizabeth D. Carlson. Samantha C. Carlson, magna cum laude. Daniel J. Carney. Julia A. Carroll, magna cum laude. Molly E. Casca, cum laude. Andrew C. Case. John K. Cashman. Jonathan T. Casarella, magna cum laude. Ashley M. Cavalier. Joseph P. Sapleka. Abigail C. Chambers. Ellen Checkcole, Eden Checkcole. Lu Chen, cum laude. Janie E. Chauvinek. Poi C. Chow. Caitlin M. Christofferson. Grant A. Christofferson. Tiffany Chu. Emily R. Clark, magna cum laude. Andrea M. Shivataw. Elizabeth K. Claude. Charles S. Clausen. Nolan P. Clearman. Taylor E. Clemens, cum laude. Rachel A. Coates, magna cum laude. Ryan M. Cobb, cum laude. Nicholas P. Cucharella. Jonathan D. Cochran Bray. Kyle J. Coglatori. Sarah A. Cohen. Garrett J. Colau. Victoria R. Colston. Brady C. Combs. Timothy P. Comer, cum laude. Timothy J. Condon. Jeffrey D. Cook, magna cum laude. Letitia M. Copeland. Catherine L. Courget, summa cum laude. Clara E. Cott. Hillary A. Cotter, magna cum laude. Matthew T. Crawley. Manuel I. Cuchero. Renata C. Cuevas. Daniel M. Culhane. Ryan P. Cutshaw. Griffin M. Daines. Elizabeth M. Danich. Zachary N. Daniel. Carissa A. Danielson. Aaron C. Doherty, cum laude. Devonte A. Davis, cum laude. Mackenzie K. Davis. Jennifer J. Deal, cum laude. Wesley E. Corrigan. Christian M. DiCarlo. Vincent M. DeCenzo. Angela M. Deeney, magna cum laude. Joseph M. Diley. Thomas W. Diley. Ryan M. Densmore. Steve M. Dejewski. Janet L. DeYoung, cum laude. Melissa J. Delander. Emily J. Dell. Carly H. Dent. Derek M. DeRosier, cum laude. Jacqueline A. Desdash, magna cum laude. Bradley J. Dillon. Fartun A. Deary. Michelle L. Doden. Eunice F. Doway. James A. Donalek, summa cum laude. Mark A. Dold. Riley A. Dombeck. Derek J. Donnelly. Tom E. Duran, magna cum laude. Janie C. Dorn, cum laude. Cassandra E. Dorneman. Bennett M. Dragos. Zachary J. Dubois. Benjamin A. Duclos. Bridget A. Duffus, cum laude. Kevin Duffy. Benjamin J. Duncan, cum laude. Zachary T. Dunn, magna cum laude. Claire K. Dittman, Najal T. Dupe, Lauren L. Durand, Ryan J. Duxbury, Megan E. Dwyer, Neil J. Egar, Erica M. Ehlert, Andrew C. Isley, Mary Claire Eisinger, magna cum laude, Mary Levelyn C. Ejiofor, Anthony C. Elbert, Michael W. Ellefson, Joshua W. Elvig, Connor M. Emmel, Heidi E. Enengay, Sarah C. Ennis, magna cum laude, Alyssa N. Eno, Jenna M. Erickson, magna cum laude, Catherine G. Erickson, magna cum laude, John D. Erlinson, magna cum laude, Russell James L. Esguerra, Renee N. Estrada, Ashley L. Everson, Emily J. Ewan, cum laude, Kelsey A. Fairchild, magna cum laude, Lu Fang, David T. Farnham, magna cum laude, Kristen Q. Farris, magna cum laude, Jacob G. Fee, Joshua B. Feely, Heaven A. Facadu, Vince A. Fernandez, cum laude, Alexandra L. Ferrazzo, cum laude, Brittany R. Fink, magna cum laude, Mary C. Fink, cum laude, Michelle M. Flaherty, Timothy J. Flake, Veronica N. Flamo, cum laude, Jenna L. Flynn, magna cum laude, Dylan C. Fodor, Spencer J. Falasay, Thomas J. Foote, Nicole K. Formico, Ryan K. Forsman, Matthew C. Fossend, Brianna L. Francis, cum laude, Cole D. Frechette, Loic P. Freejack, Alexander G. Fry, Jonathan R. Fry, Nathan L. Fry, Michael B. Freelix, Nicole E. Fretland, cum laude, Joel Freeby, Alyssa E. Frederick, Sumia Fure, Thomas J. Fisk, Scott A. Fusco, cum laude, Michael S. Gopinski, Kayla M. Gardner, Samantha R. Gartner, Ann M. Gaslin, Jersty E. Gast, Kevin M. Goronsky, Stephen M. Geyer, Brooke R. Geisler, Christopher M. Gelke, summa cum laude, Matthew J. Garrity, Kyle H. Gickling, Emily M. Gillis, magna cum laude, Claire V. Gillick, Emily L. Ginsberg, Brandon M. Ganier, Alexander J. Gearing, Lauren M. Goodell, Lindsay M. Goodwin, Brian S. Goulet, summa cum laude, Jordan A. Graff, Michelle L. Graff, Taylor P. Graupman, Richard Gray, Heather A. Graybrook, Allison S. Grupner, cum laude, Heather M. Grieve, cum laude, Sean F. Griffin, Ashley T. Grotti, magna cum laude, Jacob L. Gunther, cum laude, Jennifer M. Gummerson, cum laude, Mark A. Gums, Megan E. Gustafson, cum laude, Solomon Y. Gustavo, Nicholas H. Gutierrez, Sarah L. Haig, magna cum laude, Emily A. Hackworthy, cum laude, Bridget A. Hafner Burton, Catherine M. Hamel, cum laude, Amanda A. Hammersing, Rebecca M. Hampel, summa cum laude, Hillary A. Hampton, Kevin M. Hannon, cum laude, Elena R. Hansen, summa cum laude, Benjamin M. Hansen, Breck M. Hansen, Rachel B. Hansen, magna cum laude, Jonathan T. Harder, Riley O. Hare, Anna S. Harper, Maria K. Harrington, cum laude, Maureen E. Harrington, magna cum laude, Elizabeth C. Harris, magna cum laude, Robert C. Harris, Sarah L. Harris, cum laude, Julia L. Hart, Hannah M. Hanlon, Emily A. Hartle, Bergen A. Hartman, Ben Gruss, Aaron A. Hartnett, cum laude, Andrew R. Hasek, Rami A. Hashu, Hannah H. Hassan, Brittany T. Hassman, Megan M. Hastings, cum laude, Samantha M. Hayden, Tess A. Hayes, magna cum laude, Laura E. Hebzinski, cum laude, Gina M. Hedstrom, Chase D. Heichel, cum laude, Taylor A. L. Hine, cum laude, Samuel B. Helberg, magna cum laude, Alyssa C. Helgren, summa cum laude, Leon Henderson III, Nicholas Hennon, Benjamin R. Hendrickson, Caleb A. Henschel, D. Herr, Catherine F. Herbeck, cum laude, Lucille M. Herbolsheimer, summa cum laude, William J. Hersman, cum laude, Brianna L. Herzog, Alyssa A. Hughes, Brandon M. Hilgenkamp, Brooke M. Hill, Maura L. Hinken, Mitchell D. Hinnenkamp, cum laude, Elizabeth A. Hintz, magna cum laude, Scott C. Hurd, Madeline K. Hodat, Molly M. Hodgson, summa cum laude, Haley J. Huff, Lauren A. Hoffman, Megan E. Hoffman, Ashley M. Hoganson, Lauren M. Hoagland, magna cum laude. Mary E. Holmes, summa cum laude. Trenton H. Holmquist. Brian M. Holtberg, cum laude. Chelsea R. Holter. Daniel B. Holtis, magna cum laude. Solveig A. Homema, cum laude. Jesse M. Hornus, magna cum laude. Matthew J. Rushka, magna cum laude. Max A. Hubbard. Zachary J. Huberty. Candace L. Hudson. Emily F. Hughes, magna cum laude. Carrie L. Hughes. Rebecca E. Hughes. Catherine V. Huss, cum laude. Luke M. Viedhill.
Ethan T. Imdick. David V. Indahar. Natalie M. Ionesco. Kasha R. Jacob. Catherine A. Jacobs, cum laude. Evelyn D. Jacome Arroyo. Bridget A. Yeager. Sarah J. Jansek, magna cum laude. Gianfranco Jara. Jimmy J. Jara. Linda A. Yindra. Stephen M. Yeager, summa cum laude. Alec M. Johnson. Alex J. Johnson. Alexander T. Johnson, cum laude. Ashton E. Johnson. Brittany A. Johnson. Brock M. Johnson. Claire E. Johnson. Corey K. Johnson. Jenna A. Johnson, magna cum laude. Carrie K. Johnson, magna cum laude. Kelly A. Johnson. Lauren S. Johnson. Margaret R. Johnson, cum laude. Nicholas A. Johnson, cum laude. Paige E. Johnson. Zachary S. Johnson, summa cum laude. Timothy D. Johnstad. Colin D. Jones, cum laude. Kathleen M. Jones, cum laude. Matthew D. Jones. Bailey A. Jordan. Kayla R. Jordan, magna cum laude. Emily M. Jorgensen. Caitlin E. Journey. Jenna N. Jurgensen. Christopher P. Youngman. Haley E. Jericho, cum laude. Lindsay L. Just. Caitlin M. Catterlick, cum laude. Gretchen W. Kaltoff. Taylor R. Kappenman. Christian A. Carlson. Callie J. Carter. Teresa C. Kostelic. Kelly N. Kaufman. Thomas K. Connor J. Kelderman. Cotter C. Kelly. Megan E. Kelly, cum laude. Brianna M. Kern, magna cum laude. Nathan Z. Kern. Joan K. Kerdecker. Megan M. Kettler, magna cum laude. Annalise M. Cuny, magna cum laude. Allison L. Kibler, magna cum laude. Emily M. Kindlespire, magna cum laude. Brandon D. King. Sarah Kirabo Buabe. Joseph T. Clam. Bridget A. Klassen, cum laude. Daniel A. Clower. Patrick G. Klein. Samantha M. Klemp. Nathaniel T. Klein. Eric T. Klingner. Kevin D. Klump, cum laude. Aaron J. Knickerbocker. Rebecca N. Knight. Rachel A. Kusirik. Shannon E. Coaster, cum laude. Alexandra E. Kopel, cum laude. Matthew P. Kopp. Brissa N. Kopi. Alexander T. Corti, Anthony L. Costers, Andy Knudsen, Taylor J. Cudova, Bernie J. Kohler, Margarita V. Kovtun, magna cum laude, Matthew Crambier, Rebecca L. Kramer, cum laude, Jordan L. Krantz, magna cum laude, Claire E. Krebs, Kara J. Kregness, Hillary K. N. Kreckling, Janelle J. Kristopovich, Mariah N. Kubik, magna cum laude, Benjamin D. Kula, magna cum laude, Christina M. Kurtz, Angela M. Kurth, magna cum laude, Andrew R. Locker, Bethany J. Lighty, cum laude, Teresa T. Lamb, Lindsay L. Landgraf, cum laude, Dylan C. Lang, magna cum laude, Matthew M. Lanier, Brandon T. Larson, Christian L. Larson, Kirsten C. Larson, cum laude, Cassandra D. Lasser, Rachel E. Lavoie, Sherry O. Lee, Carly R. LeClaire, Eric T. Lee, Jane M. Lee, magna cum laude, Jace R. Leiferman, Leo C. Layton, Claire M. Leiter, magna cum laude, Allison R. Leonard, Lindsay M. Leonard, Briggs N. LaSavage, Katie J. Lescarbeau, Andrea K. Light, cum laude, Charles L. Lejeune, Jennifer I. Littlejohn, summa cum laude, Heidi Lilly, Anna E. Litursky, Hannah E. Leslie, Megan A. Long, Anne C. Longfellow, magna cum laude, Alex R. Loomis, Tu Lore, Alexander D. Lovejoy, Nicole L. Lovold, Jacqueline R. Luca, magna cum laude, Benjamin A. Lucius, Brianna A. Ludwig, Haley T. Lumen, magna cum laude, Christine A. Lund, Dina A. Lund, Thomas C. Lynch, Catherine J. Maher, cum laude, Melinda L. Mahoney, Patrick O. Mahoney, cum laude, James M. Mackey, Elliot R. Malark, Ethan W. Malark, cum laude, Jeffrey J. Maleska, cum laude, Brandy A. Mallinger, Laura A. Maltby, William C. Maneker, magna cum laude, Emily Manchantasuk, Mitchell A. Mandel, Logan T. Mansky, John K. Maris, Joshua D. Marone, Leslie M. Marshall Malek, Gabrielle E. Martinson, Eric R. Martzel, Hannah M. Mason, Bader S. Matar, Megan A. Matheny, Reed P. Moriella, cum laude, Michael B. Meyer, Dylan F. Maza, John A. Mazzolini, Benjamin M. McAllister, Mary E. McCartney, magna cum laude, Megan C. McCoy, Mary M. McDaniel, Michaela McHattie, Caitlin McMahon, Michael E. McMahon, Jonathan D. McNeilis, Jacob J. McQuaid, cum laude, Emmanuel Mbratu, cum laude, Jacob M. McEwing, Max L. Meehan, Alex O. Merchant, Allison G. Mercatoris, Catherine A. Merle, Natalie A. Meshbesher, cum laude, Ethan R. Meyer, Laura E. Meyer, Alexandra T. Mavison, Ann M. Michael, cum laude, Morgan K. Michelson, Catherine E. Milky, Andrew D. Miller, Brock B. Miller, Matthew J. Milosevic, Brandon I. Miranda, Emily R. Mitchell, Sarah T. Moe, summa cum laude, Joseph R. Moline, Kelsey J. Mall, cum laude, Blake R. Molo, Alexandra M. Mondragon, Timothy J. Moosberger, cum laude, Bailey K. Morgan, Mackenzie L. Morgan, cum laude, Nicholas R. Morgan, Mara J. Morley, summa cum laude, Samantha C. Moosbrucker, summa cum laude, Madeline R. Motola, Samantha R. Moulton, Carter J. Mulcrone, magna cum laude, Justin A. Malee, Jacob J. Munger, Elizabeth M. Murphy, Rachel A. Murray, Samali Mutazindwa, Benjamin H. Myers, Ferris F. Nagel, Patrick J. Nagel, Elena M. Naram, Austin Nash, Carrie-Ann K. Nass, cum laude, Emily J. Nowacki, Laura A. Neary, cum laude, Victor Nagusi, Claire M. Nelson, Jonathan D. Nelson, Tessa L. Nelson, magna cum laude, Timothy P. Nelson, Brianna N. Nesbitt, cum laude, Jenna M. Ness, cum laude, Sean B. Ness, Shelby A. Nastandi, Adam K. Newman, Angela C. Newgren, Unwit T. Wynn, Rodney H. Wynn, Jeffrey F. Nichols, cum laude, Alexander J. Nystrom, Daniel G. Nearing, Seaver A. Nori, cum laude, Ryan D. Nolan, Rochelle A. Norling, Paige E. Norris, Emma R. Noterman, cum laude, Keely K. Norton, summa cum laude, Robert K. Novitsky, Alexander D. Nowak, cum laude, Doyle M. O'Brien, magna cum laude, Kristen L. O'Brien, summa cum laude, Emily A. O'Connell, Samuel D. O'Donnell, Megan E. O'Reilly, Brianna L. Odegaard, Darren J. Officer, Johanna E. Ohala, James R. Olafson, magna cum laude, Alex D. Olson, Anthony S. Olson, Chad K. Olson, McNeil B. Olson, Vanessa J. Olson, Abajimo Omat, Carlos V. Ortega, Nicole L. Oswald, Bailey R. Otis, Catherine M. Ousley, magna cum laude, William J. Paulus, Sarah J. Pappas, Greg S. Parent, cum laude, Madeline G. Parker, Shannon M. Patch, Anna M. Patayuk, cum laude, Julia M. Pauley, cum laude, Timothy J. Pelchek, magna cum laude, Brittany A. Pell, Jackson D. Penning, summa cum laude, Paul J. Pariseau, Mason B. Perry, Samantha R. Perry, magna cum laude, Nathan C. Persons, summa cum laude, Zachary J. Pesta, Trevor J. Peterson, Alyssa R. Peterson, Emery P. Peterson, Jason R. Peterson, Jennifer L. Peterson, Leah M. Peterson, Milani S. Peterson, Michael D. Pushold, Mary K. Peterson, Danielle A. Pfeiffer, cum laude, Allison C. Phillips, Elizabeth A. File, summa cum laude, Anthony J. Pichet, Paul T. Pichet, Nicholas N. Piper, Nicholas C. Peer, Charles L. Peel, Jonathan P. Pike, Jason M. Plates, magna cum laude, Bradley K. Plomban, Michael G. Posiernich, Mackenzie R. Polachek, Adam Porter, Ava J. Pospisil, Blair C. Pospisil, Timothy J. Potter, Nicole M. Potts, Amanda K. Pronzinski, magna cum laude, Laura F. Prop, Joshua G. Prosser, Samuel Q. Prosser, Alex M. Pumper, Gabriel M. Peterbow, Tatum W. Putra, Shoei Shu, Dylan K. Qualley, Jeffrey E. Rada, Danielle E. Radent, Renitha N. Rajaratnam, Michael J. Ramler, Lance C. Ram, Ethan V. Rasmussen, Elizabeth A. Reed, cum laude, Carolyn Regan, Madison M. Reimringer, magna cum laude, Taylor N. Reinert, Catherine D. Reinitz, Christina M. Reinke, summa cum laude, Kelsey L. Riesdorf, Olivia B. Rera, Thomas J. Russ, magna cum laude, John O. Reynolds, Nicholas M. Rebar, Angela M. Richard, magna cum laude, Elise C. Riedel, Zachary M. Riedemann, Adam C. Reese, Christine J. Rintoul, summa cum laude, Matthew J. Rippentrop, cum laude, Eric A. Rataco, Elizabeth A. Robeck, magna cum laude, Brigitta A. Roden, summa cum laude, Mary C. Rogers, cum laude, Nicholas T. Rogers, magna cum laude, Maxwell T. Romanaggi, Madison K. Ronkovist, Anthony S. Rosa, William T. Rose, Laura M. Rosno, magna cum laude, Corey Ross, Rebecca C. Ross, Jacob C. Rossman, John D. Rowland, Nicole L. Rolls, magna cum laude, Amelia K. Rudd, cum laude, Margaret M. Ruffner, Kevin S. Rund, Matthew L. Rutherford, Gunnar C. Rude, summa cum laude, Joshua T. Rusa, Colleen L. Ryan, Catherine M. Ryan, Sergio Ryan, Ali Sadat,
Megan L. Sahibjam, cum laude. Kyle L. Salonek. Leslie A. Seltz. Mohammed K. Samaha. Nicholas B. Samuelson. Mason H. Sanchez. Anthony J. Sandrin. Andrew Sands. Quinn W. Serafolian. Joseph K. Sattler. Jenna C. Savino, magna cum laude. Jenny S. Saxon. Allison M. Scalzo. Sydney E. Schaefbauer. Ellen M. Schaefer, cum laude. Michael L. Scheffler. Aaron M. Sherbel. Catherine V. Shear. Blake T. Shermers. Jacqueline J. Schlieder. Elizabeth A. Schmidt, cum laude. Joseph R. Schneekloth. Samantha L. Shobin. Amy R. Schrader, magna cum laude. Ryan M. Schrader, magna cum laude. Brittany C. Schubert, cum laude. Jessica R. Shunk. Nathan A. Schuster. Michelle A. Schwartz, cum laude. Paul A. Schwerkowski. Kaylee K. Schwickert. William H. Scully. Emily R. Seitz. Melissa J. Seymour, cum laude. Emily R. Sherry. Savannah J. Sigler, magna cum laude. Lauren E. Seaver. Molly N. Sigler, magna cum laude. Analita C. Silva. Susanna Silva. Tracy Silverberg. Kristen E. Simon, magna cum laude. Taylor N. Sinning, cum laude. Samantha M. Sis, cum laude. Rachel B. Seitman, summa cum laude. Stephen R. Scansey. Logan J. Scarpool. Kimberly M. Skaterud. Alexi A. Smith. Bentley L. Smith. Courtney R. Smith. Kyle J. Smith. Lauren M. Smith. Michaela K. Smith. Samantha D. Smith. Griffin S. Snyder. Jessica G. Soderbeck. Cody M. Soon. Danny Soon. Kevin B. Souls. Emily Suvanalath. Andrew W. Stafford. Caitlin A. Stamson, cum laude. Maren E. Starzinski. Monica M. Steelman. Alexandra E. Steen, magna cum laude. Michael M. Steffes. Nicole E. Steffes. Amy L. Steingass, summa cum laude. Margaret A. Steinhauser. Lindsay M. Stemmig. Jordan L. Stevens. Paige E. Stevens, magna cum laude. Andrew R. Stewart, cum laude. Adelaide R. Stiff. Peter M. Stein, magna cum laude. Rachel E. Stock. Joseph T. Stoll. Michael W. Stallenwerk, magna cum laude. Derek J. Stormone. Sarah M. Strain, summa cum laude. Ann K. Streeter, cum laude. Christina S. Streckert. Annie T. Stringini. Rachel B. Strumman, magna cum laude. Stephanie G. Stahl. Emmanuel J. Sudaway. Aaron M. Sewell. Alyssa A. Swanson. Eric B. Swanson. Kevin W. Swanson, cum laude. Brent J. Sylvester. Jamie C. Szymanski, magna cum laude. Hung D. Ta. Mark R. Taylor. Casey J. Tykert. Eric T. Tengwall. Leslie P. Terwilliger. Gao K. Tao. Sean M. Thayer. Nathan J. Tyson. Laura E. Thompson Woodland. Anne-Marie C. Thompson, summa cum laude. Ilaria G. Thompson, cum laude. Jessica C. Thompson. Callie B. Thorison. Allison M. Toole, cum laude. Brian M. Tillmans. Courtney M. Tilgis. Kristen M. Tischer, cum laude. John D. Chernohoy. Joseph J. Tate. Lauren M. Tomchik. Haley M. Trace. Ludmila Trandafilava. Ann C. Trainer, magna cum laude. Olivia A. Treflick. Laura R. Trong. Tanya N. Trong. Bryce P. Tuma. Amy R. Turek. Shania N. Turner-Smith. Anthony B. Umland. Tristan J. Urim, magna cum laude. Lauren A. Valenti. Emily A. Van Heel. Emily S. Van Orte. Laura K. Vance, magna cum laude. Mai G. Vang. Miracle S. Vancia. Chloe E. Vasby. Xavier A. Vergara. Rachel M. Vetter. Caroline M. Vezis. Josh D. Villa, cum laude. Gino M. Villela. Tammy Vischer. Gina Vo. Emma R. Volker, cum laude. Ann M. Vogel, summa cum laude. Caitlin M. Vogt. Ashley A. M. H. Voracek. Christina M. Vorfpol. Ryan J. Vortherms, cum laude. Shelby R. Vortherms, magna cum laude. Dennis C. Friesen. Christian H. Wabers. Allison M. Waddell. Peter B. Wagner. Bryce W. Walker. Maura J. Walsh. Ashley M. Wankowitz, cum laude. Jigme Wangdu. Annette G. Wangangu. Brian A. Wanis. Kyle K. Wardine. Patrick M. Waters. Christian Z. Weaver. Benjamin M. Weber, cum laude. Madeline M. Wecking. Lisa A. Weir, summa cum laude. Brandon M. Welch. Mackenzie F. Welch, cum laude. Molly E. Wellna. Nicholas M. Welter. Keaton R. Wenderoth, magna cum laude. Thomas J. Westmark. Brady M. Whalen. Bree A. Whiting, summa cum laude. Robert S. Wicks. Marisa L. Wilcox. Riley Wilkes. Gina M. Will. Grace E. Williams. McLean E. Williams. Shane A. Williams. Carolyn A. Wilson, summa cum laude. Justin J. Wiltsey. Aaron E. Winshuttle, cum laude. Samantha J. Wisneski, summa cum laude. Joseph E. Wistrel, summa cum laude. Abigail G. Whitty. Edward T. Wolf. Elizabeth D. Wood. Andrew W. Warzala. Courtney J. Wazik. Anna E. Wright. Bonnie Wu. Amu M. Willett, magna cum laude. Eula Willett, cum laude. Zachary L. Wynn. Alexander N. Yang. Fuqua Yang. Mao Yang. Ong Yang. Priscilla G. Yang. Sue L. Yang. Brandon V. Weipel. Brendan J. Yates. Banning L. Young. Whitney M. Zachman. Kiara N. Zachary. Joshua K. Zarbuck, magna cum laude. Haley E. Zajac, cum laude. Joseph D. Zander. Kylie A. Zawada, cum laude. Ryan J. Zeilinger. Marit A. Zelinski. Wei Zhou, cum laude. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Music. Brandon J. Delbo, magna cum laude. Lisa M. Hager, cum laude. Catherine P. Johnson, magna cum laude. Ann M. Kizar, cum laude. Jessica D. Martin, magna cum laude. Amber N. Nide, cum laude. Carol E. Schultz. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science, Brittany L. Abbott, cum laude. Megan M. Aesop, cum laude. Malik J. El Khatib. Andrew J. Akeson. Rocio Andrade Vera, cum laude. Corbin A. Angstman. Ryan C. Augustine, summa cum laude. Hewitt A. Ayo. Megan L. Backstrom. Jillian M. Bagley. Alexandra A. Beyer, cum laude. Louis W. Bacalars. Stephen Y. Bang. Kelsey S. Barnier, cum laude. Amber A. Bauman, cum laude. Jacqueline M. Berthum, magna cum laude. Scott A. Bilo. Anna R. Blake. Matthew A. Bame, summa cum laude. Lindsay J. Beshi, cum laude. Andrew R. Bajewski. Maria N. Bothwell. Catherine E. Boyd, cum laude. Rachel K. Britton. Jessica M. Brisky, magna cum laude. Caitlin R. Biskins. Emily M. Cable. Brooke D. Capel. Maureen F. Carberry, magna cum laude. Beth Ann M. Card, magna cum laude. Jacob E. Carroll. Abigail C. Casperson. Emily S. Chatmas. Bethany C. Sink, magna cum laude. Heather E. Clayton, summa cum laude. Megan R. Kaufman, magna cum laude. Jessica M. Corey. Brownwyn C. Crandall. Winter C. Cullen. Jacob D. Damiani, summa cum laude. Jane R. DeLambert. Samantha K. Delperdang, summa cum laude. James R. Deutsch. Brandon M. Diedrich, magna cum laude. Molly J. Doherty. Andrew R. Eccles. Farida A. Ekueheta. Emily I. Esrick. Courtney A. Falk, cum laude. Shelby N. Favorito. Mary Grace Flesher. Benjamin M. Flood. Matthew J. Folstad, summa cum laude. Danielle L. Francine, summa cum laude. Lauren M. Fries. Alexander B. Fritz. Mark A. Frommelt, magna cum laude. Catherine F. Galvin. Shane M. Gopinski. Benjamin P. Gervais. Matthew A. Galoni. Jacqueline L. Glazer, magna cum laude. Brittany A. Gorman, magna cum laude. Amanda E. Gray, cum laude. Elizabeth J. Gross. Kenzie C. Haight. Maggie K. M. Harris. Nick M. Harrison. Stephen M. Hegedus. Jackie A. Heitzman. Jacob L. Hiram. Galen M. Hilgendorf, cum laude. Derek J. Hilgers, magna cum laude. Danielle L. Hinckley. Aaron E. Hogan. Amelia R. Holm. Jacob D. Hollab. Joseph R. House, magna cum laude. Jamie L. Howell. Patrick A. Hughes, cum laude. Emily A. Holstein.
Caitlin E. Israel, magna cum laude. Caitlin A. Jacobson. Matthew R. Johnson. Kelly C. Higgins. Jacqueline M. Kapla, magna cum laude. Gretchen K. Keen. Andrea C. Keller, magna cum laude. Caitlin K. Kelly, cum laude. Caitlin M. Kielblock, cum laude. Jennifer L. Klinger. Monica J. Klinder, summa cum laude. Lauren Knapp, magna cum laude. Logan C. Knapp. Grant M. Kolb. Angela L. Kramlinger, Rebecca L. Coomer, summa cum laude, Benjamin J. Kutsky, cum laude, Lauren S. Quam, cum laude, Kirsten E. Lambert, magna cum laude, Theo N. Larson, Chloe R. Lawyer, summa cum laude, Kirsten J. Lederer, cum laude, Samuel K. Lee, Matthew P. Lichty, cum laude, Teresa A. Ling, Nicholas M. Loken, magna cum laude, Leanne M. Licky, magna cum laude, Fallon M. Maceman, cum laude, Anne C. Mackin, cum laude, Suzanne M. Magus, summa cum laude, Tyler J. Mangan, Benjamin T. Markowski, cum laude, Jack S. Mason, Gabriela R. Matos, Catherine C. Madistrand, cum laude, Maxwell M. Madistrand, Simon L. Maza, cum laude, Michael R. McGoldrick, cum laude, Lauren A. McGovern, Sarah C. McNamara, cum laude, Shane T. McWhirter, magna cum laude, Catherine O. Metzger, cum laude, Sarah C. Myers, Mariana E. Moffitt, magna cum laude, Krista N. Montroy, Caleb A. Moore, magna cum laude, Jennifer L. Moore, Shang Mua, Lauren E. Mum, Jacob J. Murray, Lance T. Myron, Andrew M. Nauertz, Losha Dominotagomo, Natasnet Nagusi, Emily B. Nelson, cum laude, Jennifer H. No, Mackenzie A. Noonan, magna cum laude, Heather M. Northey, Sarah M. Nunn, Luis M. Ortega, Daniel E. Osiod, cum laude, Rayanne L. Oxborough, Mark M. Painter, summa cum laude, Ellen A. Pappas, Kate A. Pearson, Thomas B. Pelletier, Tristan M. Pinella, magna cum laude, Mackenzie M. Piowski, Michaela J. Pearson, cum laude, Crystal K. Pomerlow, magna cum laude, Julia J. Randall, Samantha M. Pilisinski, Victoria F. Renner, Lauren M. Roos, cum laude, Megan M. Reese, summa cum laude, Blake M. Roglin, magna cum laude, Trevor R. Rolando, magna cum laude, Leah M. Ruland, cum laude, Catherine C. Ryan, Kayla L. Ryan, cum laude, Eduardo Salgado Diaz, Devin M. Sauer, Anna M. Schanzenbach, Mark T. Schwarzkowski, Joshua A. Sari, magna cum laude, Elizabeth A. Seward, Elizabeth J. Shearer, magna cum laude, Nicole M. Sheehan, cum laude, Marcelli Sheldon, Theodore J. Schillingstad, magna cum laude, Elizabeth A. Smith, magna cum laude, Mark R. Smith, Ashley N. Sapi, magna cum laude, Nicholas D. Spielman, Katie M. Starkweather, Olivia E. Stensrud, Emily A. Sternerd, Hannah E. Stewart, Jennifer A. Strong, magna cum laude, Jorge Sucar Marquez, Nicholas K. Shodine, Brittany L. Sundby, Samuel L. Sutton, cum laude, Rachel K. Sweet, Megan R. Tapey, Courtney C. Thomas, Richard L. Thomason, Tui Tran, Asha P. Urban, Kim T. Oy, Carissa L. Van Sloten, Jessica K. Vogel, Nicole E. Wallace, cum laude, Michelle C. Wanta, cum laude, Daphne K. Welter, summa cum laude, Robert B. Wendt, magna cum laude, Braden F. Wiesler, cum laude, Nicole E. Will, Laura A. Wilson, Emma J. Wilson, cum laude, Hillary A. Wilson, cum laude, Rachel M. Wright, magna cum laude, Taylor M. Young, Gavin H. Weiseth. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering: Mohammed I. Al-Waimal, Devin R. Bratz, Arden M. Costello, Adam S. Dahlstrom, Timothy P. Dessenville, Jonathan T. Gorski, Madeline M. Kreiser, cum laude, Guller M. Mubwa, Christopher A. Nathan, cum laude, Gary Vu, Nathan P. Webster, magna cum laude. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering: Devin M. Abel, Majid A. El Harbi, Munther M. Ali, Majid Al-Haldi Ali, Rashed J. Al-Khaldi, Abdullah Z. Al-Zarani, Motez H. Atwa, Adam V. Backus, cum laude, Sarah E. Backlund, magna cum laude, Mohammed A. Bazara, Elizabeth M. Becker, Benjamin J. Bebo, Keegan T. Bragg, summa cum laude, Kelly L. Brandenburg, magna cum laude, Thomas S. Bresniak, Zachary W. Brentz, magna cum laude, Patrick R. Connolly, Paul J. Cordis, cum laude, J. S. Denny, Anthony C. Domeyer, Daniel P. Duran, Joseph A. Dunbar, Alex R. Getting, Andrew R. Hansen, Nicholas A. Haugen, Anna M. Hegdahl, cum laude, Thomas K. Hensley, Ryan M. Hilliard, Andrew C. Hirsch, Alexander J. Hoffman, Thomas L. Hoffmeister, cum laude, Ben M. Hulbert, Derek M. Johnson, Nicholas S. Johnson, Luis J. Kerstad, summa cum laude, Joseph H. Klinkhammer, Charles R. Kolstad, cum laude, Jamel H. Kodifani, Alex C. Kraus, Nicole D. Kraler, cum laude, Derek E. Keen, Hannah M. Larson, magna cum laude, Andressa Lunardelli, Andrew C. Moss, cum laude, Adam R. Marr, Taylor J. Marsh, Ryan M. McArdle, Stephanie L. McCartan, cum laude, Brian S. McCoy, Joseph P. McCullough, Joshua E. Metz, Joseph P. Millett, James R. Monson, Noel M. Naughton, magna cum laude, Robert J. Nault Moorer, Dylan J. Nelson, Sean E. Nevela, magna cum laude, Brianna N. Neeson, magna cum laude, Brendan P. O'Connell, Douglas A. Flom, James E. Pierce, cum laude, Devyani Sharma, Dalton G. Sherrill, magna cum laude, Dustin M. Sherrill, cum laude, Andrew M. Smith, Jack T. Stangl, summa cum laude, Andrew J. Stangler, Benjamin R. Stassen, Brian M. Fell, cum laude. Zachary D. Vaughn. Van T. Wyfett, cum laude. Carl A. Wilcom. Fadomo A. Youssef. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Music. Thomas C. Glass. Jessica C. Nesbitt, cum laude. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. Evan J. Beacom, magna cum laude. Kristen J. Braden, magna cum laude. Taylor L. Fisher, summa cum laude. Christine E. Klemke, summa cum laude. Christiana M. Leica, cum laude. Sarah N. Larson. Jacob D. Lauer, magna cum laude. Marissa A. Meyer, summa cum laude. Dalton M. New, cum laude. Mary L. Wynn, cum laude. Timothy K. O'Connor, summa cum laude. Maya M. Peters, cum laude. Gemma R. Schaefer, cum laude. Cale J. Siebert, magna cum laude. Sarah L. Spangenberg, magna cum laude. Linnea K. Train, summa cum laude. Catherine E. Tubbs, summa cum laude. Hannah R. Volkman, magna cum laude. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Elizabeth M. Anoni, magna cum laude. Kevin M. Deese, summa cum laude. James H. Erickson. Keith D. Marbin. Daniel J. Rosenthal, summa cum laude. Bryce K. Workmeister, magna cum laude. Matthew J. Westrom, summa cum laude. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Stuart A. Lombardo. Cody J. Lubeck, magna cum laude. Chelsea M. Peterson. Dylan B. Schwalbach. I have the honor to present to the President of the University the candidate for the degrees of Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Tony Lukabaya.
Would the candidates for the bachelor degree please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I, Julie Sullivan, President of the University of St. Thomas, confer upon you a bachelor degree from the University of St. Thomas with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
As the Alumni Association President, I would like to welcome the class of 2014 to the St. Thomas alumni family. Congratulations!
Now, while you're still standing, and as the final rite of passage, If you haven't already moved that tassel, move it right now, from right to the left. Congratulations, graduates, your families, and friends. There is a photo-taking area. Please be seated, graduates. Sorry. There's a photo-taking area with the St. Thomas podium and backdrop outside of ballrooms A and B where you lined up. Please take advantage of the setting and take your photos there. And now, the ceremony is concluded. Would you please wait until the platform party leaves? Thank you very much.